I'm Coach Rob Pyne. I'm with the head coach for Team 3 this year in the Spring League. We've got what I think is a pretty good group of coaches put together. Our offense is going to be coordinated by just sort of a joint effort between Coach Brandon Brooks and Mike Beattie. Brandon Brooks comes to us from Louisiana. He's been the only he's only ever coached with the Lakers in Regina Minor football. He's coached there for 8 years. One of his claims to fame, of course, is that his first year in Laker Bantam football, his quarterback was Asher Hastings, now the well-known quarterback for the Regina Thunder. And Mike Beattie has been the offensive coordinator for the Lakers for the last several years, and he'll be working with our running backs. Coach Brooks is going to be working with the receivers. And back in his day, he was an all-state tight end in Louisiana, and then went on to be an offensive guard at Nicholls State University in Thibodaux, Louisiana. And rounding out our staff there, we have Coach Don Finn, who's doing the offensive line. He's an old Central Collegiate Gopher and played on the Rams for 4 years. Was on one of their championship teams. He was a center on the Rams. And he's coached in RMF, and he's currently a coach, offensive line coach at Luther College. And then we have our quarterback coach, Peter Isaac, who is originally from Ottawa, who attended Arizona Western University as a defensive lineman, coached at high school back in Ottawa and in Manitoba and Winnipeg, and now has taken up coaching again after a bit of a break, coaching in RMF. So those will be our offensive coaches. On defense, our defensive coordinator is going to be Barry Gaber. Barry was head coach in the RMF Spring League last year. Barry is going to supervise, look after the defense. Our defensive linebacker coach is Will Rettle. Will's a young guy, played on the Thunder for a couple of years, got injured. He coached last year the linebackers at Campbell Collegiate. He's coached 3 years in RMF with Bantam. So he's a young guy, and we're looking forward to coaching with him. Our defensive back coach is Greg Kubik. He's coached for 8 or 9 years in the RMF and 6 years as the defensive back coach at Luther College. This will be his 5th year, I think, coaching in the Spring League. And coaching our defensive line is going to be Mitchell Nelson. Mitchell played with the, he's a Belfer graduate and then played with the Thunder. And he's been coaching for several years now in RMF. And we're looking forward to working with him. And we have our coach at large, we call him, Murray Hulick. He's not coaching any particular position. He was a former Belfer player. We've got a lot of Belfer grads in our team. Anyway, he's been coaching since 1981. So he's going to help where needed on the defense. He's going to do a little of this and a little of that. He's done it all. He's coached in the Spring League. He's coached in the RMF at every level. He's coached at Sheldon and Usher and Belfer, and he's currently at Knoll. So we've got a wealth of experience there. So we're happy, really happy to have him on our staff. And I think that's I think I've covered all our coaches. What we're looking to do is have some fun. We want the players to have fun, and as coaches, we think you've got to have some fun. But at the same time, we're looking for development. We want to develop as coaches, and we want our players to develop, to improve their skills, to improve their knowledge of the game, to get a different exposure to how the game is played. There's more than one way of doing things, and no one way is more right or wrong than another way. So it's good to experience different coaching philosophies, different coaching techniques. And so you grow as a player and you grow as a coach. But it's really important while we're doing it, we have some fun. Offensively, we're going to look at running out of a pistol wing T, which is going to give us lots of different formations and looks and lots of motion, and trying to run the ball hard inside and throw over the top. On defense, we're a little bit limited in what we can do. All the rules in the spring league seem to limit the defense, so we're going to be pretty straightforward as a defense, but we're still going to try and make things interesting. So that's it for Team 3.